Oh, dear God. Hello, guys. Welcome to Pokemon Renegade Platinum. So, this is Romac and Pokemon Platinum, and this is my first ever Gen 4 Pokemon playthrough. Well, Gen 4 Romac playthrough, so. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Welcome. Renegade Platinum. Second Pokemon Platinum version by Gen. Oh, you can expect to see many changes to wild Pokemon, trainers, and more. There is documentation provided with a hack for all the changes. If you happen to need a link to it, check PC in the player's room. But most importantly, have fun. It's almost a new adventure. Yeah, I'm not going to be checking. I won't be surprised. I'm going into this kind of blind. Oh, it's an Eevee. How adorable. I wonder if I could get Eevee in this game. The only way you could get an Eevee in Pokemon Diamond Pearl Platinum is through the PC. The lady. Yes, I am. Very. Okay. So, okay. So we all know that I'm probably going to be taking on some contests, too. Pokemon are fighter cycles. Who's coming left with Professor Rowan, and who has returned to South in the Kanto region. Okay. There you are. Wait a minute. Did you just see the TV? Show you that. Okay, so I kind of did hear a headcanon about why the Diamond and Pearl protagonist is so quiet around Barry. It's because he's so hyperly active, focused, and talks too much. Which is ironically... which is ironic, really. Oh, there's a Pokeball. Oh, very good leftover. Yes, it's probably best to take my running shoes. Bike! Oh, it's winter. Wait. Well, you're here to play Sunberry, right? Great. Show you some against too much trouble. What's Oliver doing here? Dude, don't you have the battle frontier to run? And his father's gone. Too so. Alright. Now, let's go over what the wrong's lab.
Who does that? Asshole?
What? Don't go to the club. Bravo. It doesn't matter.
Kids and I have really enjoyed it in the car. My car smells amazing.
Sorry, just ate before doing this.
This has been a total game changer.
Hello, my wonderful, beautiful friends. Guys, welcome back to our
Stranger to
We're
Dama.
grown adults, all friends. They don't get what they want from others. My friends, get ready for another wild episode with more outrageous stories. I hope you enjoy them, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Okay, so marks.
I'm a 34-year-old.
Hold it!
And I married my husband, who's 37, a year ago. Now, his mom is Snoopy, and she's annoying as hell. She can't help it. Now,
You two don't seem to have a Pokemon together. Now, what is the meaning of going into the tall grass?
my mother-in-law kept
Yes.
pushing to get an emergency key. She promised that she would only use it.
Dad, Owen, this old guy.
But given the fact that
It's Professor Owen. He's Professor Rowan. That's it. See you here. Tried to go to the tall grass because they want Pokemon. The world would surely change if they to be Pokemon. It's right for me to put them back. Oh, Pokemon down. Yes.
She suddenly gets up from her seat and she rushes into the kitchen where she had a huge meltdown. Basically throwing a tantrum so loud that next door neighbors must have heard. Literally, I've never heard a 60-plus-year-old woman do a tantrum like that.
Farewell. I won't trust you. Pokemon, I apologize for bugging you.
My husband then yelled at me in the car and said that I lied and
Listen,
humiliated
so,
and
no,
exposed his mom, and said that he
no.
wouldn't have let me get away with it had he known. So we had an argument. He's demanding that I apologize to his mom for my childish behavior and for ruining Christmas dinner for the whole family. So am I the a-hole? Personally, I think heck no. And Opie's husband needs to stand up for his wife. Seriously. Getting mad at Opie for lying and manipulating and humiliating his mom. Like, what about the fact that his mom was also lying and decided to just go to their house unannounced and try to enter their
Good job.
How creepy is that? Honestly, he should question his mom as to why she feels entitled to enter a grown man's home whenever she feels like it. And especially when she walked in on her son being intimate with his wife twice.
Stairs.
Like, I don't know about you guys, but if I was the son and for the first time it happened, I'd be like,
Go on.
no more key. Give it to me right now. Don't apologize, Opie. Stand your ground. The summer between my
Choose
freshman and
first.
sophomore years of college, I got an internship at a local history museum doing exhibit design work. I was in charge of designing and painting a mural to serve as a backdrop for an exhibit on the Underground Railroad. So I got my design approved and the materials needed collected in the building, and I was up. Now, for the layout, I was in a
Okay.
circular three-sided room that had 4 entries cut into the wall. There were no doors, but because the whole room was so
Choose
small,
you. I'm
I
picking.
wasn't safe putting up tarp around the openings while I was inside. So while working, I taped a big
good.
works for me.
Check
I
you,
got
following
the occasional
newcomers to
exam
work.
from kids and parents, and I was always happy to talk about my jobs. And the kids and parents I interacted with seemed to like me a lot until that one fateful day. Enter Karen and
Bravery,
Grandpa
please.
Henry. I'm up to
Sorry,
step
please let
out
me pass.
airbrushing some clouds as I'm trying to finish the background before the weekend. Suddenly, from behind me, a hand grabs the bottom of my pants,
TV
causing me to
seems
get
so
my
stern
attention.
and
I
scary.
look down and see a kid, and he says, "What are you painting? Can I help?" I then step off the ladder and pull off my respirator, guiding the kid out of my space. I
Vodka.
tell him, "Please, sweetie, no, you can't help. This is my job. This isn't for fun. The canes here can be dangerous, especially if you don't have what it needs." I then tap my respirator. I then say to him, "Where's your parents? Let's get you back. I'm sure they're worried." He then points to a woman sitting on a bench nearby on her phone. So I take his hand and walk over to her and say, "Honey, there's somebody that's made in my workspace which could be very dangerous for you. I'm in the middle of painting, and the fumes can be quite dangerous. Not to mention the woman then cuts me off and says, "Yeah, I
Oh,
told her to
alright.
come to paint with you. This is a kids museum, so I don't think you'd mind." At this I say to her, "No, sorry, but this exhibit is not open. I'm responsible for your child's safety. If you can please keep him out of the area, that would be great." Now, I don't have time for this. Besides, the longer I leave that boat airbrush, the more likely it's going to be that I have to spend extra time trying to unplug the thing before I can get back to it. Now, Karen doesn't like that answer though, and once I'm back at work, Rick rarely says a thing over again and just tells him that he can do whatever he wants. I don't notice anything over the rack in the area asking for the airbrush until I go to step down to work on another section. When I turn around, Mrs. Pink is finger painting with a half stick of my very expensive paints. Now, the cost was covered by the museum, but that's not the point. So I start freaking out at the rotten crown fruit, and I grab him by the arm and march him over to his car. Before we can get to our steps, she's shrieking her way over and saying, "How dare you put your hands on my son? He just wanted to help. You are stifling his creativity. Don't you want kids to like art?" At this I say to her, "Your
What
kids
that about?
are
Vodka?
gonna cost me an extra week on the project." I then call over my favorite coworker Greg, who's the security guard, who did the rounds in this wing that I worked in. Long story short, she shrieks about getting all of us fired, how stupid the museum was, how her husband's a lawyer, and we will be hearing from them. But even with all that frothing, she was kicked out. And I managed to finish the exhibit on time that Sunday, and everybody seemed to love how it was designed. Now, I love that part where the Karen was like, "You're stifling my child's creativity. How dare you?" I'm sorry, but telling your child that they can go finger paint over someone's professional artwork, ruining it, isn't letting them be creative, okay? It's blatant vandalism. Like some people, I'm so shocked at this.
As 3D light professional, clinically proven lightning ingredients, 100% gold stain removal. Crest.
Idiot would call the police for that. Well, yesterday it happened, and I'm still confused at what this lady was thinking. So we've been looking for a car for our youngest. Looking through online ads, we come across an ad for a luxury car that only wanted about a third of what this car blue books for.
Trust me.
The person says the car just suddenly stopped starting. Now my husband's a mechanic, so we decided to take a look at it just to see. Immediately, he sees a couple of potential problems as to why it doesn't start. The car has new tires, the body's nearly perfect, the interior needs a few easy fixes. It's still well worth way more than the owner's asking, even with paying for repairs to get it running. So of course we bought it. My youngest is ecstatic about getting a luxury car for graduation. My husband ends up getting the car running, and it's an easier fix than he originally thought. And now it's time for the crazy lady. It's time for plates and registration, so off to the DMV we go. We come out with the temporary tags. And as my husband's putting them on the car, this lady walks up and she says, "Excuse me." Now I'm distracted by the phone and I say, "Who?" She repeats, "Excuse me." I say to her, "I'm sorry, do you need something?" She says, "Yes, that car." And I look at her and say, "My car? What about it?" She then asks me where I got it, and I told her we bought it a few weeks ago. And she says, "That's my car." At this point, my husband hears, and he chimes in and says, "No, it isn't. Now, get away from us." The crazy lady then says, "Yes, that's the car I was going to buy from the previous owner, and you stole it from me." I then told her that I paid the previous owner what they were asking, My husband and I are standing there baffled at this woman. We then ask her again to please leave us alone, and she says, I'm not going anywhere. I've already called the police, and I've told them that I found my stolen car, and they're on the way. At this, my husband says, are you nuts, lady? You can't just report a car stolen because you missed the chance to buy it. Now, what this insane woman doesn't know is that we're actually waiting on the previous owner to show up to get her plate and registration because there was a mix-up with the title, and we had to wait to get that fixed before the title and registration completed, so we were still using the correct plates. The previous owner could then put in her plate to get a refund for the month's not used. So two police cruisers pulled up about 5 minutes later. The previous owner could have been right behind them. As the two officers were waiting to ask who called, the previous owner walked up to me and my husband, asking me what's going on. He hadn't noticed the crazy lady yet. So the crazy lady immediately starts yelling how she had paid for this car, and we forced the previous owner to give us the title instead. She wanted us arrested, and her giving the title and possession of the car right now. One of the officers then walked over to us, and I grinned because it's one of my friend's sons. The officer says, hey, Brandy, you want to tell me what's going on? I tell him, I really don't know. We bought this car a few weeks ago from her, pointing to the previous owner. And while we were waiting for her to show up to get her plates, this woman starts screaming at us about stealing the car. Something about how we had an agreement about the car that she sold to us instead. And now this crazy lady's demanding that we take whatever car she ended up buying, and we give her this one. Hearing this, the previous owner said, oh my goodness, this is exactly why I didn't sell her the car in the first place. She's my neighbor, and she's insane. The owner then told us that when she decided to sell it, she told the crazy lady she could buy it. But crazy lady wanted her to get it running again and still sell it to her for the low price. Crazy lady was then told that the owner didn't want to deal with it, and that's why the price was so low. The owner then said that
Well,
kept calling her and harassing her, asking if she had it running it. And she was told no, but she kept calling, saying to sell it to her.
Alright.
She got it up and running. The officer then going with procedures, checked all of our IDs, checked the bill of sale, previous registration, even ran the VIN. Everything checked out. Officer then said, I think we're
Shocked I was stunned by them. School or children, but now you've stunned me. Tell a different way. Alright. Hey. I'm sure Chim Chim. That's why I'll ask you. Just your Chim Chim first.
No, it wasn't a false report.
I'm so glad that.
Please stop, just stop. I can also charge you with attempted car theft, but we're all just gonna walk away now. At this point, she screams a bit louder and says, no, I'm not just walking away. This is stupid.
No, Miss Rowan.
Pointing to the officer.
First of all,
My car back. The other officer has a gun, and he says, ma'am, please step over by the cruiser. We need to have a talk. I then give the plate to the previous owner, and officer one told us to have a escape. Husband and I went ahead and
good.
the previous owner went into the DMV. The crazy lady was still ranting at the second officer about allowing us to steal the car. The previous owner texted me later, saying that they ended up putting
Gosh,
back
Orphan.
to the police.
What's up, you want?
And she was still yelling. Now, I'm not worried about any future contact with the crazy lady.
Me too.
We're gonna tell us
Huh?
where the DMV is or where they live. In a couple of months, the car
I've lived for 6.
The crazy lady doesn't know our names, and the previous owner doesn't know our
Just
So every time I meet a crazy ghost, I
go.
forget nothing comes next. And then something else comes along to completely flip
Church.
like the audacity of that lady to call police and lie. Yes, she lied because she didn't get what she wanted. Now I just feel bad for the woman who sold the car to her future husband, though. She's gonna have to answer to that crazy neighbor when she gets out. With that said, guys, learn from the crazy lady right here. If police ever let you off with a warning, just take it and go.
Oh.
Ended about a quarter of a mile away from our neighborhood. My mom, my sister,
Oh,
and I were about to pull out of our neighborhood and turn left. We stopped at the stop sign, checked that no cars were coming, and started to turn. When
Boca
all we
radar.
were aware, a car that was going at least 65 to 70 miles per hour zooms down the road. We didn't see it coming, but I warned my mom it's time to stop. The car clips us, spins out of control, crashes into a stop sign, and demolishes the wall of one of our neighbors. Everyone in our car was fine. We then rushed over to the other car, and sitting in the driver's seat was a mom, and there was a child in the passenger seat while in a car seat. Now, in the
Hunter,
was no more than 5 years old. In the back, there was 2 other children, between 7 and 10, without a seatbelt, and one of them was unconscious. My mom does a lot of first aid and CPR in my line of work, so I rush to help the kids. The mom struggles to get out of the car. Now I do ignore her, seeing that kids are more important. And as I'm trying to get the door open, I hear her screaming at me saying, "Come help me! What are you doing?" Now I did feel a little bad for ignoring her, and I said, "I'm sorry, but are you in pain? Can you move?" The woman then screams, "Yeah, I can't get out. You should help me first." So I go over to help her. I pull her out. She storms over to my mom, who's on the phone with the cops. Keep in mind, her kids were still trapped in the car. So I get the kids out, sit them on the curb, and start to check on the unconscious one. The kid was still knocked out, so dragging her out was a bit more difficult, and I had to grab her legs and waist to properly carry her. It was literally the best and safest way to pull her out of the totaled car. I then checked her breathing, and thankfully she's alright. And my best guess was a concussion. I've been ignoring the woman and my mom the whole time, but I can hear the woman getting really angry. She's screaming at my mom saying, "What the F is wrong with you?" She then snatches the phone from my mom's hand and says, "Hello? This crazy lady pulled out at a crazy high speed as I was driving down the road, and my car is totaled. She's a maniac, and she needs to be arrested. She nearly killed my children." Now, on the road, there are skid marks leading to where the totaled car is. There's no skid marks leading to our car. That's pretty obvious he was speeding and he was obeying the law. At this point, she sees me holding her younger daughter, pulling her out of the car. She says, "You, put my daughter down, pervert." At this, I was confused. I was trying to save her kid's life. I then walked to the sidewalk and used my jacket as a sort of padding between her daughter and the ground. I then checked her vitals to make sure she's alright. By this time, the cops arrived, the woman shrieking to them that I was taking advantage of her daughter and that my mom was intentionally trying to hurt her kids. My sister had gone back into her house to get some water bottles, being thoughtful enough to get the entire cooler filled. The cops were thankful, as were the kids, who were pretty nice and calm throughout the whole ordeal. I then showed the cops my ID and explained my job position. They got an ambulance and confirmed that what I did was the right thing to do, and the way I got the daughter out of the car was the best way possible. We think everything's gonna be calm, but oh no. Karen screams, "Arrest her. She clearly wanted to kill my kids. She's a reckless driver.
Oh my God, Barry's
Another
mom.
cop who was taking my statement said, "This woman had one of her children in the front seats, and neither of the kids in the back was wearing a seatbelt." There was also a digital speed camera up on the road, and the third cop went to go check. Now, not only was the woman going 75 miles per hour in a 45 mile zone, but she started her speeding in a school zone while the school was letting out, meaning kids were everywhere. She was promptly arrested, and the kid's dad was caught and profusely apologized, and they went to the hospital and the daughter was treated too. Now, what in the world is wrong with that woman? Recklessly speeding in a neighborhood, child in a car seat in the front, kids in the back with no seatbelt. I'm sorry, but someone needs to take the kids away from this woman. There's so much wrong with this story. So a little backstory is in order. I have 2 young adult children living at home, ages 18 and 19. They both work and go to college. I trust my kids, and I trust their decision-making skills. When they graduated high school and turned 18, new rules went into place. There was no longer a curfew. Just call me and let me know. We're going to be out all night, so I don't worry. You can call me at any time for a pickup. No questions asked. Don't be stupid and drink and drive. Yes, your significant other can sleep over or come over for the weekend. Just let me know what's going on. If you're working, pay a small rent during the summer and pay your part of the car insurance. You have your chores, I have mine. We all work together. I tell them if they listen,
Did he?
there's been very little fighting or arguing in my house. This is their time to spread their wings and learn how to be responsible and have me as a safety net. So lately, one of my kids said
You know it's the Pokemon. Side the breaker, said you know. No, I've been very impressed. Study your book. So, how much so that I would feel safe if you were interested too. They are also young Pokemon. Perfect for sticking around. Yes, sir. Artificial species, they're extreme. As such, I would benefit your Pokedex. Please do so.
She says, "Yes, there is. Tell him he can't come into your house anymore. I want him home. And you set a bad example for my son. Your daughter has no smiling at me, she stays silent. So I continue on and say, I will take that as a yes. Do you trust the way you raised your son? At this, the woman asks, what? It's a simple question. Do you trust the way you've raised your son?
Okay.
She says, of course I do. What does that have to do with anything? Do you trust him to make good decisions? She says, yes, of course. I then say to her, mother to mother, I know things are not okay for her. I know her husband drinks a lot, and he's a
Oh, you're actually having a battle. Grizzly. Crits. Oh my god.
How dare you keep my son away from me? I'm gonna call the police on you. But that ended so peacefully. I'd like to think that the two moms
I thought Jim Turk could defend better.
Never mind all the amount that I put into her car. The fact that she used all of the $5,000.
Oh my god, why send me all the way back? Turk. Like, oh my god, what is with that Pokemon games and just sending people back to the last place they healed when there's like literally a Pokemon Center not 2 feet away? Shut.
daughter with her education instead of blowing the $25,000 on vacation for himself. In my personal opinion, Ted already gave his son $10,000. He's willing to give his daughter $10,000, so both kids get an equal share. It's not dad's responsibility to pay off a mountain of student debt for you. And hey, with a degree from Dartmouth, she's probably gonna land a good job. Fingers crossed. So, let me know what you guys think. Is dad acting entitled for wanting a month and a half vacation, or is the daughter entitled for expecting dad to pay off a mountain of student loan debt?
Oh, and Neorad.
Okay, so I never felt right when cross an accurate parent, like this post that I have here. But yesterday, I was proved wrong. So wrong. A little bit of backstory. I have a 5-year-old girl who's best friends with my neighbor's daughter, who's special needs. The two are the same. My wife had bought our daughter a toy recently as an award for doing all her chores and being awarded as student of the week in her kindergarten class. She immediately took it over to the neighbor's house, and the two girls played with it. It's one of those toys that comes with accessories, slime, stickers, etc. Well, since then, this particular toy has been featured and very popular on my top shelf, and now it's pretty hard to find. My daughter's friend's birthday is coming up for Thanksgiving, and she asked me if we could buy her best friend the same toy as her gift. We couldn't say no to her request for her best friend, so we start looking online to see if we could find one. After a few days of no luck, one of the very popular, more bougie of the big box stores had some in stock at the store, about 30 minutes away. I hit the road to try to get my hands on one before they were all gone. So this is what happened when I got there, and I still can't believe it happened. I get to the store, grab a shopping cart because I was gonna grab a couple powder kegs while I was there, and walk straight to the toy department. I looked around for a few minutes before I finally saw the toy I was after. There was only one left, so I grabbed it and put it into my cart. I was so glad I finally found one. I start to walk away to continue shopping when all of a sudden I hear a voice behind me say, excuse me, but that toy's mine. I put it down and I was coming right back for it. Do you mind? And then I replied, oh, I'm sorry, but I've been looking for this toy as a gift from a very special little girl. And it was on sale, so I'm sorry, but no, I'm gonna buy this. Hearing that, the woman instantly shot daggers out of her eyes, and she said, are you kidding? I was here first, and I need it more than you. I have a customer that ordered it, and I need it right now, so please hand it over. She was trying to be polite with her P's and Q's, but I could tell she was angry. And that's when it struck me. She's a reseller. She promised something that she didn't have. At that point, I didn't, and I was pretty much like, oh well, that's not my problem, but maybe they have more of the back. You should ask somebody that works here. I then went about my way to finish my shopping. As I was walking away, she sniffed, you're a real jerk, you know that? To which I sarcastically responded, maybe, but I know what I came for. Have an awesome day, and walked away. I made my way to the laundry detergent aisle and quickly forgot about the woman. A few minutes later, as I was grabbing some detergent and dryer sheets, I stopped to check what else was on my list, and the same woman entered the aisle and she quickly said, oh, there you are. Listen, I asked an employee, and they don't know when more are coming in. I would appreciate it if you would do the right thing and just give it back to me before I find a manager and tell them that you stole it from my hands. Now, hearing that, I quickly responded, huh? What are you talking about? This toy was on the shelf and nobody else was around when I picked it up. So please leave me alone. You can't have it, and that's that. I tried to walk out of the aisle when this crazy parent stepped in front of my cart, reached into my cart, and tried to take the toy. I quickly pulled the cart back and said, hey, what's your problem, lady? Get away from me. She tried again, but by this time, I put my hand on the toy before she could grab it. She then dug her nails into my arm before I smacked her hand with a loud, what the heck, lady? Get away from me. And this is when the crazy parent act went into overdrive. The woman instantly starts screaming for help at the top of her lungs, saying, help, help, he's attacking me. Help me, somebody. So naturally, a bunch of people quickly came over to see what's going on here. And there it was, a 6'3" man with tattoos and a shaved head and beard standing there as she threw herself on the floor screaming for help. I thought to myself that this was going to end badly for me. At this point, two employees were a couple of aisles over, and they came running over, and she's still screaming that I assaulted her. Now, there was a few people, and the employees, they were looking at the Karen on the ground, pleading for help, and screaming for someone to call 911. The employee asked what happened.